Welcome, everyone. Our debate is going to be about AI. So is AI stealing our jobs, and will AI replace us? So we're going to do a quick intro on the teams, and then we're going to get started. So for the affirmative, we're going to argue for AI. We've got Ali, who's a managing director for MI Academy. I've asked everyone a bit of a fun fact about themselves. So Ali told me that a hive of bees once made her their queen. And, wait for it, she got bitten 4 times by a tiger snake. Yeah.
We can talk about it later.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It's real. And she did confirm it was not on 4 separate occasions.
I'm not that unlucky.
Because I thought that. And then we have the lovely Susan, who's a partner at Deloitte Digital. They're on the same team together. And Susan lives with a house with lots of plants with a lovely bearded dragon called Louis.
And so that's Louis Vuitton, because if he wasn't going to make a great pet, he'd make a great handbag.
So that's our lovely affirmative team. And then on the opposing team, we have, who are going to put forward their case against AI. We have Gabriela at the end, who's the Customer Engagement Account Executive. That's a very big title. And Gabriela is known as Poodle. I feel like we need to know why, to your friends and family.
Topic for later.
Okay, topic for later. And she's terrified of spiders. So we're all joking, saying, why did you move to Australia? Or why do you live in Australia? And then we have Michelle, who's the wonderful co-founder at Inspired IT Group. And Michelle said that she only works to fund her travel lifestyle and all her traveling. And that once, this is a true story, her bum got stuck in an iceberg.
In Iceland. It's a long story. Ask me after.
So yeah, these are our lovely people that are speaking on the debate. If you want to give them a bit of a round of applause before we get started. Okay, so I'm going to go through the rules. So each speaker is going to deliver their initial argument for 3 minutes. So they're going to speak for 3 minutes each. And they'll basically set the scene and give you a good opportunity to understand what the hell we're talking about. And then we'll give, when they're done, we'll give each team member 2 minutes to basically deliver their rebuttal. And then we have this lovely character here called, we're just going to call him Quacky or Dino. We couldn't really think of Rory. Oh, there you go. The team are telling me I'm naming him wrong. This is a tradition brought through Karen. She wouldn't let me have a bell, so we've got to use this instead. Yeah, it's quite tough to listen, but we're gonna. So I still can't do it without laughing. So we'll basically squeeze him when we've finished. When we got 15 seconds, I'll say, okay, 15 seconds to go, and then we'll squeeze, and that'll be the speakers are going to finish their section. And then at the end, I'm going to say, okay, this is the team. If you think they should win, give us a cheer to my left, to my right, and then basically whoever gets the biggest cheer wins. And that's how it's going to work. Is everyone clear? Does it make sense? Okay. All right. Let's do it. So we're going to have our first speaker for the affirmative team is the lovely Ali. Take the stage. Let's do it.
Hi, everybody. I should probably get this out of the way. I'm super nervous. I've never, ever done a debate before. In high school, the debates were usually left up to the smart kids. I was not that. I was never the sharpest tool in the shed. I'm dyslexic, so I was the most creative tool in the shed. And I just called myself a tool twice. Okay, back to the debate. So, I read somewhere that a good debater makes their arguments in their opening statement. And I've already done that, if you were paying attention. First is emotions. I'm hella nervous. Second is creative. I'm a super creative tool. Kid, tool, whatever. And finally, lived experience. Through dyslexia, I have lived an experience in the education system in my workday very different to the majority of the people in this room. 3 things that in no way, shape or form are able to be programmed. An HR manager can in no way, shape or form give advice to somebody based on what a computer is telling them. Sure, they can rely on some data and information, but they are able to use their creativity, the emotions of the person that they're dealing with, the lived experience of the person that they're dealing with, all the other people that they've ever dealt with in their career, in order to make an informed decision to help make the best choice for the business and the person that they're dealing with. As a marketer and a customer experience professional, I do this as well. If I rely on data purely to come up with a creative idea for a campaign, I'm missing something very important, which is intuition. Sure, we run campaigns and we go all the time thinking, let's go with this data. That's what the data's telling us. That's what we should do. But every time we test data only against data and intuition, we get better results all the time, every time we go for the intuition mixed with the data. So, in conclusion, am I allowed to conclude now? It's happening. In conclusion, this sounds so formal. There are 2 things that will always make AI not win for us. We will be able to use it as a tool. Tools.
10-second countdown.
What? I'm doing what?
10 seconds to go.
That means we need to stay curious and we need to stay creative in order to win against our digital overlords.
Woo-hoo!
Thank you. That was fantastic. All right. So, there we go. Take the stage, Gabriela.
Excellent. So the fact that I'm an arachnophobe is very relevant in this speech because I'm going to think of AI as a big black spider. Now, did you know that AI can actually associate an image of Spider-Man with real spiders? Apparently, that's an advanced association that us humans can make, but now AI has started to do that as well. So it's really advancing in the way that it's developing itself. Now, artificial intelligence is very different from us humans in the way that it learns. It actually learns with mind-blowing speed and it constantly optimizes itself. For us humans, it can take us years or even generations to actually learn or pass on that learning. So advancements like robotics, natural language processing, even computer vision have really changed the way that artificial intelligence is developing and brought in a new era, think of it as the autonomous enterprise, one where machines are going to automate and augment what we humans do. And let's face it, it's here. We can't fight it. We just need to accept it and move on and actually adapt. But as humans, we're very good at doing that. So on the original question, will it take our jobs? I would argue that's already happened. As one of the journalists at The Guardian said, AI has automated the mundane tasks. Now it's coming back for the fun stuff. Some of you might have heard that last year in one of the US states, there was a competition of art and AI won the prize. Like, how amazing is that? But think about customer experience for a second. All you have to do is walk along your local high street and count the number of branches that are closed. We are women. There's a lot of women in this room, and we're relationship creatures. We love having conversations, forming relationships. But the reality is, with banks disappearing, so does our relationship manager. In my role, day to day, I work with banks, telcos, and insurers to help them harness the power of AI. They analyze billions of interactions to determine the customer's need, their intent, and also personalize their offers and deliver an amazing customer experience. The likes of CBA, Wells Fargo, Citi, you name it, they've managed to double engagement 3 to 10-fold over the course of utilizing AI. But they've done that because they can actually do that in a responsible way. So to Ali's argument, there's technologies out there that actually can introduce the ability to remove ethical bias from AI, as well as to introduce transparency into models and outcomes that can determine the outcome of AI. And talking about ChatGPT, Pega was one of the first organizations to actually introduce the fact that we are using generative AI to improve our platform. And we're really excited to do that in marketing. Ali's job as a marketer, for example, AI is now able to automatically generate content, something that costs organizations millions of dollars. In conclusion, as Spider-Man would say, with great power comes great responsibility, and there's technologies that can support that. Thank you.
Fantastic. Our second speaker for the affirmative team is Susan. Take it away, Susan.
Thank you. So I started off by saying that, like Ali, I am also a tool. I'm a creative tool, but I'm a tool. But seriously, we've heard the arguments, and it's called a phobia for a reason, because it is not grounded in fact. Let's just take a moment and have a think about, sorry, I'm rough, have a bit of a think about what is AI really? And I'm not talking about the technology or how it works or any conversation that's going to put us all to sleep this time of the afternoon. I'm talking about what is the intent of AI? What is the outcome that we get from AI? And in all fairness, what is AI really built for? It was built to make us more efficient. AI has been built to make us better at our jobs and stop the repetitive, unnecessary tasks. It was built to enhance the human experience, right? And we might not have believers in this room. I heard you all clapping, so I've heard you. I thought I'd give you a couple of examples, not about the fear factor of the future or what's going to happen, but right now, we have machines that are doing human tasks, correct? So I can go get a coffee at 7-Eleven for $1, or, and I'm going to ask for your participation here, raise your hands if you're willing to pay $5 for a great barista coffee in Melbourne. You know, the almond latte with the twist, and please make it not too warm and not too cold. Yeah, those? Yeah, so we do that. We can stream for free in certain ways, or for a very small cost, Beyonce, anytime we want to. But we would pay to see her live. We would pay more than $300 if we're lucky, especially in Melbourne, for a ticket to see Beyonce perform live. So what am I saying in those examples? There we have an instance where AI is actually making everything affordable and allowing everybody to participate in the environment and in our economy, but we're elevating the human experience, and we are making sure that you actually pay more for that human experience. And in all I can say to that is winning. Winning. So I'm going to shift conversation quickly and say, well, instead of what jobs are taking, have we thought about what the jobs are that AI is creating? There are currently 300,000 AI jobs available globally. If we translate that back to mobile app development, we've got about 10 million app developers currently working globally. That's a technology that has been around for about 15 years. So we've got a huge number of jobs that are coming that we are all going to be able to crush. Winning. AI is about creating efficiencies to ensure creativity of humans.
Well done. All right, so now we're going to go into Michelle from the opposing team.
Okay, so I'm going to say we've already won because AI is taking jobs. Fact. IBM Watson, I used to work for IBM, no longer associated, launched Watson X today, on the research that 30 to 40% of back-end processing will be stopped and back-office work. That's jobs that will no longer be needed by human beings. Debate one, great. The conversation, and this is where I don't disagree with our colleagues on the other side, is what do we do, therefore, with those people whose jobs could be replaced by AI? How do we look at the future of work and the fourth industrial revolution? How do we embrace that? So I'm not against AI. I think we should embrace it. But we've got to do it in a way that supports human beings. We are emotional people. And what AI cannot do is bring in emotion. And I think a long time ago, it was very much about the skills you have, and the emotion, intelligence was maybe 20%. I think we're now in a change in the way we work, that 80% now is about relationships, and probably 20% is more the hard skills. The soft skills, they used to be called, are now more important. AI cannot do that. It does not have the intelligence. Machine learning underpins AI. Machine, not human. So yes, it's absolutely taking jobs. But how do we look to reskill, retrain, look at the jobs for the future that can work with AI? And quite honestly, I don't think I need 3 minutes, because that's my argument. Done.
Give it up. Thank you, Michelle. Okay, right now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. So we're going to get to the rebuttals phase of the debate. So up next to tell us what she thinks is flawed in their argument. Take it away, Ali.
Great. Okay, flawed. Never done this before. Okay, cool. Lovely, cute little rebuttal. It was nice. But I am glad that you agree with us. AI is going to support us, not take our jobs. I'll let Susan give you some more facts on that bad boy. But I just want you to think about this for just a moment. In 1950, if you went to a housewife and you said, hey girl, this dishwasher's going to take your job, she'd be like, bitch, please. I got to cook. I got to clean. That thing will help me wash, but it will not do all the cleaning of the house. I've still got to do all the laundry. I've got to do all this shit around the house that machines cannot help me do. So is it going to take our jobs? No. It will enhance the way that we do things. It saved her a bit more time. Now she can crochet. Even if you are, friends, leaning towards our robot overlord sympathisers over here, I want you to think a little bit about your existence and your purpose. I'll come back to that in a second. Now, here's why I fundamentally think in my opening statement why it won't take them. Remember emotions, creativity and lived experience. And here's why I think we shouldn't let AI take our jobs. Again, I don't think it will, but here's why we definitely shouldn't. Who's seen Minority Report? That shit is fucked up. And we had people in the movie programming how our police would police. Sure, you know, the biases. There's machines to undo the biases, but who's programming the machines that's undoing the biases? Huh? We're already having trouble with the police. Why would we let AI do that job for them? And also, our purpose. It's a pretty meek existence if you think the digital overlords are going to take our purpose. Why are we even here today?
So sorry, we're going to have to shut you down there, but well done. All right, Shirley, we're going to hear your argument against that.
Do I think my son's going to live in an environment where his job is going to be completely different from what it was today, for what it is today? Absolutely, I do. Think about this. Driverless cars, order preparation robots, smart refrigerators that can order groceries. Yes, please. We are transforming our reality every single day. And let's face it, having AI really take some of our jobs is not a bad thing, because we, as we said before, as humans adapt really nicely. So we have the ability of really transforming what we do, driving efficiencies, improving customer experience. That's why technologies like Pegasystems are actually endorsed globally by organizations. But I think we can spend a lot of time on the existential debate, 2 or 4. While we're doing that, we're going to waste a very valuable opportunity in really understanding the opportunities, the threats, and what needs to be done in the realm of AI to ensure that it's responsible in how it evolves through time. There is no secret that there's no regulation at the moment globally around AI. In the EU, they're going to be introducing the AI Act hopefully soon. Here in Australia, I think there's an independent body, but that's about it. But what's interesting for this group here is UNESCO introduced in April Ethics for AI platform for women. What this is intended to do is to ensure that women are effectively represented in the design and development of AI. So we're already thinking as a society about what we need to do to ensure biases are out there. The platform for this is available, and the technologies are really evolving faster than we think. It's something that we really can't stop. And I think that it's
10-second countdown.
And I think that it's really relevant that a lot of the major organizations globally in banking and insurance actually use AI today. They've been doing that for many, many years. In my job, as I said before, I'm helping them transform experiences. And
So sorry, we have to close you up there. Woo! All right. Susan, can you tie all your arguments together?
Can I do it in 2 minutes? That's the question. So I'm just going to give you two stats because that's all you really need based on everything you've heard so far. The first one is that the World Economic Forum in 2014 said that by 2020, 70% of white-collar workers would be replaced by AI. Dum-dum. Has that happened? Just any... No. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there. I'm not going to keep interrogating that. The next one is, and I love that you called out the Industrial Revolution. You know, before the Industrial Revolution, 90% of workers were in agriculture. Now that's 1%. With agri-tech and AI, we're driving people back to agriculture. So we're literally creating those jobs that were taken in the first place and just making them more thought-provoking, more creative, and enhancing that human experience. And then last and finally, robo-debt. That's all I have to say. Robo-debt, we've learnt our lesson, not going to happen in banking again. Thank you.
You're not going to let them get away with that, are you, Michelle?
Hell no. Look, I think let's go back to what the topic of this debate was is AI taking our jobs? Not all our jobs. Is it a bad thing? That wasn't the question. Is it taking jobs? Yes, it is. We've talked about that. Again, debate one. Interestingly, if you look at what's going on, and the fourth industrial revolution I was talking about with AI and automation and everything else, it's not a bad thing. There's a thing out there in the US at the moment for AI to replace doctors. Now, personally, I don't want that. Am I happy with AI to replace the research hours my doctor has to do on something that's wrong with me? Absolutely. Am I happy for AI to give me the final diagnosis? Hell no. Right? So that's not something I want. But controversially, would it be okay to not have so many staff having to run around and spend hours doing that research? Yeah. And AI would be taking the jobs, and I might be okay with that. But back to the question, is it taking our jobs? Yes.
Thank you all. Okay, so now it's time to decide who our winner is. So if you believe that the affirmative team, which is Anita, aka Ali, and Susan, sold you on whether AI will steal our jobs, give them your loudest cheer. Thank you. And if you believe the opposing team, which is Gabriela and Michelle, had a better argument, then give them your loudest cheer. I'm supposed to decide who the winner is, and I'm thinking it's this side seemed to be louder. Yeah. So, well done to Ali and Susan. You are the winners. Well done to everyone involved. What a great end to our conference. We just want to thank the speakers. We've got a few little gifts for you. And then we wanted to invite Karen and Christine up on the stage to close off the day. And let's have some glass of wine. Woo! Woo! Well done.
Attention.
Hello.
It's Renice.
It doesn't work if you don't turn it on. How's that for information?
I think mine's on. I'm just not loud enough.
Alrighty.
Where's Vanessa and
will call
Vanessa and Chris? There you go. Come
Alrighty.
on. Come and join us on the lounge.
Okay, we're going to be on the lounge. I love a lounge.
I'd love to sit down. Join us with the dinosaur.
So to wrap things up, we want to say a humongous thank you to our partners and to our sponsors, to Dias, Optiva, Dynatrace, Cognizant, Servian and Hayes. Thank you all for your ongoing all year round support. Thank you. Thank them. Woo! To our sponsors of the conference, Upland Panviva, Pegasystems, Visual Domain, KK Consulting Melbourne, RMIT Online, Lewagon, Bright Star, Mercher and Frank Wild. Thank you all so much. We really appreciate your ongoing support of Girls in Tech Australia. We cannot do this without you, and we are eternally grateful for your support. To the Girls in Tech team, we did it! Alrighty. Thank you to each and every one of our volunteers, who I'm going to ask to come up on the stage and hang. Volunteer time. Okay, if you've got the T-shirt,
us on the
get your
couch.
tushy up here.
Get on the couch.
Let these people say thank you for all your hard work.
Big
Come on,
round
up you
of
come.
applause.
Big round of applause for our volunteers,
T-shirt.
please, 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 please.
I know there's more of you.
Our events are not possible without these people. We cannot do it. No, I believe we are missing a ton of volunteers.
We are.
Come on, come. Someone needs to lie on the front, all that kind of stuff.
Yes, come on.
This is our army, and I just need you to know that some of these women flew themselves up from Sydney at their own expense to be here for you today. So I'm damn impressed. So thank you, thank you. Please thank them again for me. Alrighty. That's a naughty, naughty guy. For those who are going to be attending the VIP dinner, we're going to be back down at Cargo Hall when we're finished here. But I just want to hand to Christine and to Renise for their final thank yous. Oh, okay, just to Christine, apparently.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I
Okay.
just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody for coming today. Like, it's been a really long day, but the energy is still there. You're still bringing it. You're still cheering, maybe because the alcohol is involved. But yes, we hope to see you at some of our future events. We're going to have more events coming up in June, July, August, as soon as we get our act together. So please make sure you follow us on our socials, sign up to our EDMs, and yeah, get involved, get amongst it. And if you want to volunteer, you may be in line for a new shirt next year. Please come and see us.
Oh, and I forgot. So, and the merch is still available for those last minute purchases. Don't make me take it home. It sits in my garage. It takes up room. Yeah. The more you drink, the more you buy.
Drinking encourages hoodie purchases. But yes, and that's a wrap. Yeah, is that a wrap?
I was just going to say one last thing. Like, I hope everyone's got something from today, be it a lesson, be it an inspiration, be it just a feeling and an energy. Take it back. Like, don't let it die today. Like, just keep bringing it, because I think that's what we all love. Like, literally, we all do. Like, we're so excited to have about 3 hours per day back into our calendars after this is done, but we do it so that you guys can hopefully take that feeling and run with it and just keep spreading it. So thank you all so much for coming. We really do appreciate it. And yeah, have a good night, guys.